Well, hello, welcome back. We're at day 1 absolute value equations. So we've got some vocabulary to go through. Absolute value.
So when we talk about absolute value, you guys should remember from both Algebra 1 as well as Unit 1 this trimester, absolute value of x, which we use with those bars, is the distance that x is from 0 on a number line, without regard to direction. Negative 3 and 3 are both 3 units away from 0 on a number line. So if we have the absolute value of x equals 3, that means x can equal 3 or negative 3. So what we're saying is that as long as a is greater than 0 and the absolute value of x equals a, then you can split that into 2 solutions of x equals positive a or negative a. But you must check your solutions. Just because we solve one and it gives you an answer does not necessarily mean it actually ends up working, so you do need to substitute them in. And this will absolutely be the case when we get into inequalities tomorrow.
So now we're going to solve the given absolute value equation. So what we have to remember is that absolute value of x can equal 10, and it also can actually equal negative 10.
And this is an easy one because it's already just x inside the absolute value.
So then we look at b. We got x plus 3 absolute value equals 5. So we still have the same problem of x plus 3, but now we're going to have equals 5 and negative 5. And then we're going to use the same order of operations that we've been using to get x by itself. So we're going to subtract the 3. So we're going to get x equals 3. Nope, x equals 2. And then we got x equals negative 8.
And if we go put those back in, 2 plus 3 is 5, absolute value of 5 is 5, negative 8 plus 3 is negative 5, but absolute value of negative 5 is 5.
So then we take a look at this one. We've got 2x minus 7 equals 14, which then absolute value, which then tells me that we need to do 2x minus 7 equals negative 14 as well. So if we go to solve them, we're going to add 7. So we're going to get 2x equals 21. And we're going to get 2x equals negative 7. And divide by 2. And we're going to leave it as fractions. So we're going to have x equals 21 over 2. And x equals negative 7 seconds.
And you can go ahead and check them. I will tell you they do work. So just for time's sake, we want to keep this video short due to the content. Trust us that they do work.
So then we're going to have 3x minus 6 equals negative 2. Now we have to take a look at negative 2 because are we ever going to get, for an absolute value, an answer of negative 2?
The answer to that is no. And so this actually is no solution. Because if you actually go back and say, okay, 3x minus 6 equals negative 2, or 3x minus 6 equals 2, we add 6, and you get 3x equals 4, and then you divide by 3, and yeah, you get x equals 4/3. But if I go back and put that in, 3 times 4/3 is 4. 4 minus 6, yeah, it is negative 2, but when we take the absolute value of negative 2, we get positive 2. And same thing here, if I add 6 here, I get 3x equals 8. Divide by 3, and I get x equals 8/3. And if you just trusted it, yeah, it would look like we have 2 solutions, but 3x times 8/3, or 3 times 8/3 is 8. 8 minus 6 is 2. Absolute value 2 is positive 2, not negative 2. That is why it is no solution. So now,
so we have some U-try problems, but if we look at the problem, it says solve for x, 4 minus x plus 2 equals 9. We want to get the absolute formula or absolute value by itself. So reminder, we're going to subtract the 2 to start us off. so that we get our absolute value equaling by itself.
Yes, so you always want to get your absolute value alone first before you split into your two equations. So we got E and F for you, and we can bring your questions for you, class tomorrow.